that Jesus said, "My house shall be a house of prayer." Ang iya kunong balay, mao kuno ang balay alampuanan. And this would echo back to the time of Zacharias. When Zacharias was burning incense in the altar, in the temple, there appeared before him the angel of the Lord. Og niingon siya nga, Zacharias, ang imong pag-ampo gidungog sa Ginoo. And naburo si Elizabeth. But Zacharias, we all know that Zacharias got mute. Naamang siya. And that same temple, kana nga templo o kato nga balay alampuanan, was the same temple where all the prophets in Israel and even Zacharias the high priest burn incense, offer prayer to God. Og niingon si Kristo, ayaw ninyo himuan ni ang simbahan or ang templo or ang balay sa kuamahan nga taguanan sa mga tulisan. Og naglagot ang mga high priest niya tungod kay the chief priests, the scribes, and the leaders of the temple. Ilahag to teritoryo. Naadid to ang mga mananap kay sa unang panahon because of severe corruption during their time. Example, maghalad ka sa una og karnero. Ang karnero nga imong ihalad, muingon to ang mga pare dito nga, ops, dili ni qualified. Tungod kay ang imong karnero na ay apan. Muingon sila nga, kanina lang palita, kani akoa. So ang mga tao kaniadto, ilara lang i-recycle ang mga halad nga sunugon sa templo. So si Deacon Arsenio, imbes nga magdala kang karnero, gikan ka sa, nagpuyo ka sa Medina, no? If you are from Nazareth, from different provinces in Israel, instead of bringing your offering to God, ang mga Levites kaniadto or ang mga priest, naana sila'y andam nga mga karnero, magbayad na lang kanila. Og didto sila makita. Kaya bisan pag unsa kanindot imong karnero, pag muingon sila nga dili kapasar, di gid kapasar. So, nanay corruption nga nahitabo. So that is why the priests, the scribes, the temple leaders, suko silang Kristo. Tungod kay gikuhaan silang negosyo. Wad ang tagpamugas dali kung muning istoryaha. Gahari-hari mo na si Kristo. Kinsam taon na siya, oy. Di man ni taga Jerusalem. And he is from where? Nazareth or Capernaum. From a place where walay mga dato o walay mga royalty nagpuyo. So naglagot sila. But what makes the temple so special in our time? Because God's temple or the church, the cathedral or the parish, is not only a house of prayer. In our time, it is a house of worship. A house wherein God and man can literally communicate and dwell in unity. Kini ato simbahan, dili man ni pwede nga tagatuguan ni ugwan, dili gali pwede magsaka diri. Ang dili ordained o dili vested ka. If you are a minister, if you are not that vested, you cannot be here. You cannot enter this section. Why? Because it's not only a house of prayer. It is also a house of worship wherein the precious body and blood of Christ dwells. Asa ang lawas o dugo ni Kristo na himutang in the altar, at the foot of the cross. That is why every time we pass by in the middle, we have to bow down and make a sign of the cross. Inana kabalaan kini nga lugar. It's not about the communion table. I was thinking that before, no? Well, communion table is just a table. But what makes that communion table so holy is because of the elements. Tungod sa elements of the body and blood of Christ. And we don't take that figuratively. Wala na to na gidawat nga sambingay lamang or figure of speech pagka-istorya. It is literal. It is a real presence for us Catholic in CEC. We believe that what we have on the table later, which is right now situated at the foot of the cross, mabita the best place when we cast out demons, the best place to dispatch them is to send them straight to the foot of the cross, to Jesus Christ Himself. And what is on the foot of the cross? The body and blood. Jesus Christ Himself. That Christ may deal with him as He wills. Kaya kung ato lang ilabay dito sa agto mo dito kasimbahan, agto mo sa kontra, di ba? Wala. Di maayo. It's like a sorcery. You send evil spirit to other people. So what makes temple a temple is because God's presence dwell in there. Though God is omnipresent, He is everywhere. Pero nagid siya usa ka place nga iyang gipili. And the same with us today, this morning. We have reserved host or reserved sacrament, the body and blood of Christ. And we will be meeting our God and having a communion, literal communion with Him as we consume His own body and blood. We are being consumed instead of consuming it literally. Yes, we consume it literally, but we are being consumed because of His immense presence and holiness. And we eventually become like what we eat. We become the image and likeness of Christ. The image of likeness of Christ increase within us as we partake His own body and blood. Please stand.